All right, Patrick,
Okay.
we are here to see you create one of your special cheesecakes that you serve here at the Jordan Grand and also at the Summit. Why don't you start? I see you have all your ingredients laid out.
Yes, I do.
Why don't you start by telling us kind of where you start and how you make your crust? You make that from scratch?
Make it from scratch. First thing we do, get maybe a cup or two of graham cracker crust. Finely crushed down.
And that's just graham cracker
Just
crumbs,
graham cracker
right?
crust.
Okay.
And then we have the vanilla wafer crust that we add in.
Oh, so you mix it together.
We mix it together.
Oh, nice.
Kind of equal parts and stuff. And then we do the sugar. Maybe a cup and a half of sugar. And before I add
It's an exact science, I can see.
It is. I don't give out all the exact measurements.
Yeah,
I do
sure.
it by eye and I do it by taste. So we mix it in all together. We'll make sure everything is mixed in pretty good. Take out all the crumbles. And then with this, we have melted butter, clarified butter. You want to add just enough to where once it's in, then you mix it in.
So you've got this mixed up. I see you're squeezing it
Yeah,
together.
I
Is that to
squeeze
see
it.
if it'll be...
See if it will fit.
Yep.
And once you do that and it crumbles good, you don't want it too wet, you don't want it too dry. You want it just right there in the middle.
So this is like a springform pan here. Yep.
And we're just going to do the bottom. You don't want to put too much down at the bottom. You want your layer to be kind of thin because when we go around and start laying out on the side of the cheesecake, you still have more
More to
crust
put on the side.
to put on the side. And then we start on the side. Might be a little messy, but that's the fun part about it. Now you can see how my sides will stay up no matter what I do. So there go your crust right there.
All right.
That's a good crust. Now,
So you just set that aside
I set that
while you
aside
make the filling.
while I make the filling. I use 4 8-ounce portions of cream cheese. And I always cut them to keep them separate. Because when you fix them, when you start mixing it, it gives you a better mixture.
If they're already broken up.
If they're already broken
Yep.
up, separated, that's a good thing. After that, I use 4 eggs.
Like a true pro, one-handed.
One-handed, and no shells.
That would not be the case in my kitchen.
And then I use about maybe a cup of sugar, maybe a half a cup of sugar. And once that's all in, put my paddle in, and I start at high speed
Yep.
because you want to incorporate everything in there.
What kind of cheesecake are you going to make for
I'm
us
making a
today?
gingerbread
Gingerbread.
cheesecake. And here I have ground cloves, ground cinnamon, ground ginger, and ground nutmeg. And here I have a 1/4 cup of unsulfurated molasses.
Wow.
And with this lemon right here, we're gonna use this microplane and we're gonna zest the lemon in there. That gives it that zing, it gives it the real gingerbread taste.
Go ahead.
A can of sweet condensed milk. This is the secret for all cheesecakes because this what gives you your rich, creamy texture and the taste and the sweetness of all the cheesecakes that I can make, all of them.
And speaking of all of them, you've got quite a list.
Yeah.
65 signature
60
cheesecakes.
65 signature cheesecakes. I'll probably add a few more. Let's see, they really enjoyed the Oreo crumble cheesecake, the orange creamsicle, the lemon and lime tequila cheesecake, the key lime cheesecake, the pumpkin, blackberry, cherry. Okay, I know this is mixed in pretty good. Then after that, we use vanilla paste. And I'll turn this on real slow. I'll use just about that much. You can't use too much because it will really just overpower everything. This is some good stuff. I'll turn it on high again just like this for a couple of seconds.
Mix it all in.
Mix it all in. I have ground cloves, ground nutmeg, ground cinnamon, and ground ginger, all in 1 cup. Molasses. I use a 1/4 cup of molasses.
And that's those spices plus molasses is really what creates the gingerbread, right?
Give you the gingerbread taste. I turn it on slow. And you can see it
now you
changes
can see the
color.
rich color, yep.
Now you see the color coming in. If you don't mix it in pretty well, and when you get down to the bottom, when you're emptying things, it's a different color, or it's not mixed, or your flour is still down there dry. So always make sure that it's done. Now, We'll take a lemon
Okay.
and a microplane and use lemon zest in it.
It's a nice little tool there.
Oh yeah, this is a nice tool to have. Now, I think this is actually, oh wow.
So do you ever add things to them at this point? Oh, I
No,
get a taste.
you get a taste and you can see. I don't have to add nothing
That's
to
good.
it.
Just like gingerbread.
Oh yeah, so once the mixture is done,
Yep.
take everything out.
So now that you've poured it in,
Uh-huh.
that's it. Really
That's
goes
it.
into the oven.
Goes
for
in the
now?
oven,
Yep.
350 degrees, about 50 minutes. And you look at it once in a while, feel the top, make sure it doesn't, you want a little jiggle in it. I always call it, you always want that little jiggle to
Yep.
where you say, okay, it's just about ready. And then you take it out.
Will it continue to cook? Just
It
a
will
little when
continue
you
to
take it
cook.
out?
I take it out, I let it rest for about 15 or 20 minutes. Then I go ahead and throw it in the walk-in, put a parchment paper over it, and I usually let it stay overnight.
Well, why don't we put this one in the oven and then you can bring
Okay.
back one that you made already and show us what it looks like all
Okay.
done. All right, so this is a completed cheesecake.
Completed
that you
cheesecake.
made, and what kind is this one?
This is the B52 cheesecake
Right.
with the Grand Marnier, the Kahlua, and the Bailey's Irish cream.
Does the alcohol in there change the consistency at all?
It doesn't change
No?
it at all. I have made it to where and master it to where you have the cheesecake flavor and the whisk and all the alcohol flavor that's equal. One will overpower the other.
Oh, that's good.
Once they're done, spring it open, pull it like that, and that's what you want all the way around. I can
Yeah.
run my finger through here,
Yeah.
and you have, I say, probably the perfect cheesecake.
Yeah. Where should and can people go to enjoy your cheesecakes here?
They
on
could
the
go
mountain?
down. They could go down to Legends, where Chad runs Legend, or they come up to Sliders, where Jennifer Hines she runs Legend, where I work at. They're more than welcome to come up here. If they have a particular flavored cheesecake that we don't have, and if they want one, let me know. I'll make it for you.
I bet
I
you
have no problems making it for them.
All right.
I can even make sugar-free
Oh, wow.
cheesecakes for diabetics,
Yeah.
people who don't like sugar.
Have you ever had anyone ask you about gluten-free crust?
Gluten-free crust, I've had several people, I could do it.
Yeah.
I could do it. That's no problem.
Well, we really appreciate you sharing some of your secrets, not all of them, with
Thank
us,
you.
and we look forward to enjoying this.
I hope you do.
We will.